What's going on, Wanderers, and welcome to another Tower of Fantasy video. This is going to be showcasing why you're going to lose the 1 versus 1 arena against players who are play to win. This is more just kind of curbing your expectations because so many people are trying to make the PvP seem super hype and like it's totally equalized, when the reality is free-to-play players are almost never going to get any SSR weapons, and you're going to need those SSR weapons in order to compete. They're just going to be vastly superior in skill and playstyle, and you're going to be essentially comboed to death by players who are using a variety of weapons. I'm talking about things like the hammer and the scythe and the magical weapons that are going to be able to hit you from a distance and or heal those players. So as we move forward, we'll just go take a look quickly at the weapons, and if you've played the CN version, then you know what I'm talking about. Then just a lot of these weapons, especially the SSR grade weapons, which are going to deal damage from a distance, or you're going to be able to combo multiple elements together in order to freeze players, or just stun them consistently. So you're going to need to unlock these, and because you can only get one guaranteed SSR per 80 pulls, and free-to-play players will only get somewhere around 50 pulls the first day, and they'll probably won't even get to 80 in the first week. And because the 1 versus 1 arena unlocks a couple days after launch, that means anybody who's buying packages and spending and whaling is going to have all of these weapons available to them to practice with and play with, whereas free-to-play are just going to be going in with things like the EM blade and the composite bow and probably the the other, what's the other little blade? So we've got the two blades, not Balmung, not Thunderblades. The Combat Blade. So you'll have Combat Blade and EM Blade, and then maybe the Thunderous, definitely the Thunderous Halberd, and then probably your Composite Bow. And so you're just going to have to be able to make do with what you get. And I can't stress enough that you're not going to be able to win in the 1 versus 1 arena with those weapons. Because as you can see here, we'll just use a couple different strong weapons, right? We'll swap, and we'll use this weapon. And so with 3 weapon skills like that, look at this. If you have someone stunned, it's just going to do an immense amount of damage. Now we'll quickly switch weapons, and we'll use all of the skills from 3 different SSSRs. Now none of this is fully charged, and of course we don't have the perfect dodges going and stuff like that, and that is going to be a major part of PvP. But I just want to kind of showcase these weapons and their skills versus the normal weapons and the normal weapon skills, so you can see what I'm saying. Alright, so we'll use all these, right? And then we'll go ahead and we'll fight some of these monsters. There's another boss in there, so that'll be easy to showcase. Look at the AoE on that. It's just wild. Same thing with this one. This is going to be an ultimate, but here's the #1 skill. Again, another AoE with shield. It just does an immense amount of damage. I'm going to leave and let this boss heal. So we only used 1 ultimate there and all 3 weapon skills, and we nearly annihilated that boss. And we're level 10. So we'll run away really quick and we'll swap out to the basic weapons that you're probably going to be using in the arena setting. So we'll pull up the composite bow. And then one of these you will probably have maybe 1 SSR. Hopefully you just don't get a copy of what you already have as well. That's the most dangerous part, is that even if you somehow manage to pull up 150 or 200 pulls, like let's say you're a dolphin, and you maybe you even pull 300 times, and you only get a guaranteed SSR 2, 3, or even 4 times, you could get the same weapon again and again. So you might get something that's not even useful, compared to the whales who are going to be in the 1 versus 1 arena, climbing the ranks and annihilating with those starter weapons. But, you know, of course they'll outrank you, and eventually you won't have to fight them anymore like any game. So again, I'm not trying to say it's bad or dissuade you from playing. I'm just saying that you have to curb your expectations, because we won't have the Battle Royale at launch, and there's almost no PvP in the game outside of the 1 versus 1 arena, which even then I would hardly consider that to be, you know, PvP. But here we go. Does almost nothing. So with just the 3 weapon skills, we didn't even break the shield here. So I think that fairly well showcases the difference in all of the different abilities. But we'll just go ahead and try to build up an ult as well. Here we go. We've got the ult now. Mm-hmm. We don't have a lot of stun potential there or any massive AoEs. Now, we'll go ahead and swap weapons to a different set. Maybe one of those other weapons had shield breaking like the Claymore, or more than likely it did. So we'll just kind of keep this running, and then we'll go through 3 different weapons really quickly. I'll just choose them kind of at random, but just so you see how the SSRs really feel and make up a massive difference in their skill showcase.
You'll regret this.
So just vastly better, and I'm choosing the weapons mostly at random as well. We'll go ahead and swap, and we'll do like maybe 3 more. And also keep in mind, as I mentioned, the 1 versus 1 arena will not be out the first couple days. You have to be level 31 to enter, and we are level gated. So the majority of players won't be able to enter the arena within the first few days, and then the slower players will definitely not be able to do it the first week.
Never give up.
So even though we had the healing weapon on there, we still did an immense amount of damage with this stuff.
Full power.
So that's basically the end of the video, guys. I just wanted to help curb the expectations and just kind of let you know the truth about it. Unfortunately, I don't have any PvP footage to showcase here, but we will not have the Battle Royale at launch. The 1 versus 1 arena will not be available for the first few days, and it is not equalized. It is only equalized around your stats, not your weapons or characters. Alright, so with that, have a great day, and I'll see you for the next one.